Hi, this is Howie from Prime Your Pump, entertaining and actionable self-improvement. And this week's lesson is about control freaks. And a control freak could be a nagging wife or mother, okay, a husband or wife who's always in your face, a friend who always wants to do what they want to do. These are control freaks. In business, a control freak is called a micromanager, and what they're constantly doing is they're questioning what you do, kind of driving you crazy, so you don't know what the right or wrong thing to do is, and it can really do a number on your self-esteem and your confidence. This also carries over into relationships, all right? If you have a spouse, okay, that is constantly on top of you, all right, as a control freak, all right, it also erodes your confidence and self-esteem, all right? However, the solution to both of these things is independence. What you want the control freak to do is to change their behavior so that instead of trying to control your behavior, they teach you how to become an independent human being. So for example, let's say a mother constantly nags her daughter, okay, about what she eats and about her weight. And what she's doing is she's creating an individual who's dependent on the mother, the control freak, all right, and is not independent. And what happens to these people very frequently is they go off to college, they no longer have the mother there, and they gain the freshman 15. All right, so just as another example, let's say a husband and wife have been married for 50 years, and all the while the husband has really been a control freak about finances, and the wife knows nothing about it. If the husband dies, he leaves the wife in a situation where she was dependent on him, and now she can't be independent. She has no idea what to do with the finances. By the way, in my house, it's just the reverse. All right? So Shelley does all of the finances. I don't want to know anything about it. All right? And if Shelley dies first, I'm really, really, really in big trouble. I mean, I have no idea what I would do in that particular case. So I guess I'll have to hire an accountant. All right? Remember, the big point here is creating independent human beings. And you can start off with a relationship. You want each person to be independent, okay, on their own, and especially with your children. You want your children to be independent, all right? So as soon as your child is born, you want to work towards making them independent. And as an example, my daughter, who's 34 now, all right, okay, in her entire life, I never once asked her about grades, and I never once made a comment about weight, all right, or what she was eating, because I wanted her to be responsible for those things. I wanted her to be independent. So the antidote to control freaks is independence, and that's your paradigm shift that you're going to have to make. Now, if you are a control freak and your, let's say, spouse wants you to stay a control freak, just like me and Shelley with the finances, we probably should seek professional help about that, because you're really opening yourself up for a future dilemma, all right? And remember, it's better to deal with it now than later. And so what do you think? Are you a control freak? Is your spouse a control freak? Are any of your friends control freaks? And how are you going to deal with it? How does it affect your life now? How is it going to affect your life in the future? These are things we'd like you to think about and get back to us. And before I go, just please remember, okay, to read our blog posts, and if you like them, share them, and to sign up for our weekly newsletter. And until next time, remember, prime your pump.